I'm not so far. I'm not so far away from Mexico at the moment because I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta. I've never been in Mexico, and I know I have a lot of fans in Mexico because they write me on Instagram. And I hope, because I'm here till mid of July, I think. I hope I will make it down to Mexico to see a wonderful and beautiful country because I've never been there. And I really would love to come and go from Mexico and even South America because I never did this in my whole life. And I'm very, very excited about your country.
That's amazing. Thank you for saying that. And you're welcome. You do have a lot of fans here. Whenever you want to come, you're welcome, always.
Quiero que esto sea un momento privado. Las primeras veces son especiales.
¿En serio?
We are here to talk about the Girlfriend Experience, Season 3. What exactly attracted you to this project?
The name Steven Soderbergh is a very popular name for me. Okay, so as a German actor who saw Sex, Lies and Videotapes, this Erin Brockovich, the other things he did. So this was always a name since I was going to the cinemas. And when then came a German director, and she wasn't recognized as a talent in Germany, so she made her studies in the US in New York and graduated from the film school there, and made this wonderful movie. Which Steven Soderbergh saw, and then he engaged her for the Girlfriend Experience, and she was a showrunner and could write all this beautiful script for the show. And first time she had become a showrunner, and she said, "I'm such a fan of you because of Dark," which she saw, and wanted to have me in her series. And she called me up when she phoned me in between the rehearsal, the shooting of the Royal Game by Stefan Zweig, which is an upcoming cinema movie, and she offered me the role and told me the storyline and Steven Soderbergh, and it was in English, and I wanted to speak English, and I wanted to play in English, and to open up the new market for me, and and it was in London. I could shoot in London on the Four Seasons, and it's a sexy show. You can show a little bit of a sexy body. It's still not that bad. You can show it. You have to show your body when you can. Yeah. When you still can. So I said, okay, I like it sexy, and I like it on the surface, but it goes into the depth. There is a lot of depth beneath, and it touches some very good questions. If there is a free will at all for humans, if we have any free will, and about artificial intelligence, it was somehow. It was a crazy and a very intelligent show, and so I said yes. And I didn't even read the script. I just listened to her for about 20 minutes, and then she had me. I said, okay, let's go to London. Let's find out.
I love to see your work, your diversity, not even in languages and places, but also what you have done. Like, you have lost weight, you have been in time traveling, you have portrayed this Adolf Hitler in a very satirical way, to be like to provoke people, right? Like in a Borat way.
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself, like putting yourself in the shoes of other characters?
When I play a character, like I always try to. I did 30 years of theater. I started when I was 12. I played so many theater pieces and characters, but I always try to find a tone, like in the music. When I was in acting school, there was the guys and girls who did the musical, and when they sang a song, everybody freaked out, and they had so much applause, and we were doing some monologues, and the applause was, it was like, and when I saw this, I said, why does the music go direct into your heart? You don't think about music when you listen to it, you just feel it, and I always try to find something in acting that the audience doesn't really actually think about what am I saying, but gets a connection to my heart, where people can project something in me. So I try to find this tone, and it's only about putting a focus on a certain part of your personality. It's not, I'm not other persons, I'm myself, but I put a focus, a spot on a certain part of my personality, and I make this bigger and more brighter and make it shine. sometimes this is nice, sometimes this is not so nice, and you find out things that are not so nice about human beings, about yourself. So this is what attracts me the most in this acting, to find out something about me. It's all about psychology, I think, at the end, and to bring empathy to the people. And for example, I was just playing Fassbinder, and the famous German movie maker, the famous director we had, and Germany has still a problem dealing with him, and I didn't like him a lot in the beginning, but I got so much empathy to this character, and I still feel it in myself. Some of his character in me, so some parts of his character. So this is nice about acting. You find out something about humans. If you choose the right roles, I mean, you can also play roles where you don't find out anything. I mean, that's also possible.
Now that I have you here, I want to ask you about food, because you come from Italy, where we have this amazing food, and you also come from the restaurant business. So I want just to ask you, what is your favorite food?
The best food in the world is definitely the Italian food. It's every food. I must say that. Sorry to all of you who have great kitchens, but the Italians, they took, because they were traveling a lot, and they took all the ingredients they found all over the world. Even they didn't invent the noodles. The noodles were invented by the Chinese, but Marco Polo brought it to Italy, and they transformed it into something else. And the only kitchen in the world which is a really healthy kitchen as well is the Italian kitchen, because it has lots of vegetables. You don't have to eat a lot of meat, and you eat everything after each other. If you come to the meat, you don't eat the cotorni, the sides. You don't eat with the meat. You eat it afterwards. The salad comes at last. And Italians don't breakfast at all, so we don't have any breakfast, but we just take an espresso. That's what I never grew up with, eating anything in the morning. And then we were starting at 12 o'clock, we were starting to cook lunch, and then since then we were steadily talking about food, how to prepare it, where do you buy it, where do you get it, what is in there for nutrition, then what makes it with your body when you eat this or that, how much does it cost. And then while you prepare the lunch, you were talking about what to eat at night. And at night there was the big dinner. And the food, the funny thing about food is that it gathers, lots of people gather around the fireplace, and they eat the food. It's like, this is a very antique thing about humans, and I love that so much. But the Italian kitchen I think is the best kitchen in the world, because it's so diverse, the Italian kitchen, and I really like to cook it. And I also I just cooked here in my hotel rooms. I bought an Instant Pot because I can have the food they make even if it's a luxury hotel. And if I'm staying here for 3 months, after 2 weeks I ate it all and I can't eat it anymore. So I just made a nice chili con carne in my Instant Pot. So and I really love doing that. I cook a lot. I always cook in hotel rooms. Lonely souls in hotel rooms cooking against loneliness. This is because being an actor actually is being pretty alone, even in this pandemic situation where you have to quarantine all the time. So, but food, the Italian kitchen is, in my opinion, is the best kitchen in the world. But I like to go to other countries and try out all that stuff, and then also bring it in the Italian kitchen. You'll find even about the Mexican kitchen. You can find it in the Italian kitchen. They transform it to something else.
Oliver, we ran out of time, but I want to thank you for your enthusiasm in whatever question I made. I love this, and I wish you the best in your career. I love how you bring all nationalities that you have to the things you do, and you don't lose yourself and your identity in whatever you're gonna be in Fantastic Beasts 3, and you still are you. I love that.
Thank you very much for this. This is good to hear. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the interview. And nice to meet you.
Bye-bye, Mexico.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you too.